Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom First Impressions. As you see by the title below, this is on episode 1 of Soushin Shoujo Matoi. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first started the episode, I was like, I had to like literally go back like, am I watching the right episode, the right anime? Did I click the right anime or something? Because it looked completely different from what I expected, you know, some magical girl kind of thing. No. At first, we get this like militarized kind of strike going on. May I add, I have to say this, that English voice acting going into this was cringy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bad, I have to admit. But I mean, that's how it normally is with a lot of these. You know, obviously they're, you know, English is not their first language, so that's just how it sounds like. Though there are sometimes, like for example, I remember when I first, like, one of the first things I heard that was really good was when Archer in Fate Stay Night was like, I am the bone of my sword. That was pretty damn badass. That was badass. But this one was pretty bad. It was just like, oh my gosh, please just stop this already. But like, just the overall feel of the anime looked from the start was like super dark. We have like a militarized strike coming in. They're getting just like Alpha Company was just like slaughtered all over the place by this like demonic being of some sorts coming out of, I don't know, they were talking about something like a gate of something. Do you see the gate of something? So I'm not too sure what these gates are, if they're openings to like the, like a, you know, the demon realm or something like that. But pretty much the beginning part of this, I did not expect at all how it was going to be, to be honest. All of a sudden this, you know, blonde girl and this one guy comes in. They're called the Uncreative Fatima or something. And she ends up transforming. And it's not your, you know, magical girl kind of thing. It's like she pretty much looks like, pretty funny since I just talked about Fate Stay Night, but it looks like a Fate Stay kind of thing. She looked like Saber Alter, like, not even gonna lie. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was pretty badass. The art animation in this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care for it too much. It's okay, but it's nothing too special at all, to be honest. But it was still pretty cool. The scene when she transforms and ends up fighting this thing, sends him back to like the demon realm, like back to the shadow realm with you. And like, honestly, it was pretty cool. That whole beginning part was cool. And then we get to the main part that I, you know, how I figured the anime would look with our main character. I'm not too sure if that blonde girl at the beginning was a main character too. I think she is. But pretty much the other main characters are Yuma and Matoi. Pretty much just like 13, 14-year-old girls, and they're like working at a shrine and stuff. And you get a lot of comedy in this. Now, you have Yuma, who's your like full-on like Chubio kind of person, like full on wants, like she like wants to be like an exorcist girl. She's, you know, she kept saying, and it's weird because it's not really like exorcist kind of stuff, exorcism kind of stuff. It's more to me like a magical girl kind of thing than exorcism. So it's kind of weird on that point. But pretty much we have like our main character, the main character Matoi, and her and her father moved into this town 3 months ago. Her father's a detective and stuff. And all of a sudden this hot blonde chick comes in, by the way, just showing off her tits and her legs and everything. Gets Yuma's father to pretty much like anything she wants. Yeah, okay. You know, oh, you want to see our family secret kind of stuff? Here, sure. Ooh, let me look under that skirt. That's pretty much what was going on there. But I don't know if she's connected to the, you know, the other blonde girl and the guy at the beginning, part of that Uncreative Fatima thing, or she's just like a someone, because she's obviously someone that's been in these kind of cases. She talked about being a case like this in Holland, and now she's here trying to help out and figure out what this problem is. Which the problem pretty much is this one dude is some painter dude end up, you know, possessed by a, you know, some demon or some sorts, and starts draining the life, I guess, of these women. And all of a sudden he's trying to look for something, to which he ends up finding out what he wanted all along was, I'm not too for sure what it was, but I think it had to do with that jewel that was on Matoi's father's phone. And all of a sudden it makes kind of sense, because when she ends up transforming, to which it was kind of depressing, kind of sucked. When you see a magical girl kind of thing, you expect like a transformation of some sort. Didn't really get that, to be honest. That kind of sucked. But overall, when she transforms, she looks just like her mother. I mean, we get to the point where this was kind of cringy. I did it, like, why did they need to add that part in? But we have the father rushing over and, you know, thinking it's his wife the whole time. Like, oh, you have come back. You have come back. One thing I gotta say, there's nothing wrong. If this looks like your wife, you're happy. I don't know what happened to his wife. I guess she either disappeared, died. I'm not too sure. Maybe she's also has some connection. She might be a magical girl kind of thing as well, and she got sucked into that demon realm or something like that. I'm not too sure, but he pretty much goes over to her, and like, yeah, I'd be like that too if my long lost wife came out of nowhere. But why the hell are you groping her? Is that the first thing you do? Oh, you've come back. I knew you would. And of course, that's your daughter. I'm not too sure. I don't think, honestly, I don't think that they're blood related though. Not that it makes it any better, but she kept calling him by his first name throughout the whole episode. So I'm thinking that he married the mother like way later in their life kind of thing. The mother disappears, and obviously it's just them two living in this pretty much in Tokyo. Then they move to this village, but pretty much it had a lot of comedy moments, especially along with Yuma in there. Had a lot of cool, interesting moments as well. That for a first episode, it wasn't like the most amazing thing in the world, but it was pretty interesting. That beginning part really got me. I thought, I was like, oh damn, this is pretty cool, and I would have loved to see like the whole episode be about that. But I still like the comedy aspect that was in it, with Yuma being a full-on Chubio, and then you have Matoi pretty much not wanting any of this. She wants a normal life. Guess what? You don't get that. You're gonna be a magical girl now. And in the end, we see her transform and pretty much exercise that demon out and sending him back to the whatever gate thing that the Uncreative Phantom did at the beginning as well too. So that's pretty much what happened in the first episode. After the credits, you also get to see her pretty much like, please, one wish, I want to be back to normal kind of thing. And she ends up, I don't know why this had to be put in either, but ends up pretty much, like it just her, she finally goes back to normal. But guess what? She's naked in the middle of a forest. I don't know how that's gonna go, if she's gonna have to run out to find her father or Yuma or something. But yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. We do see that the blonde girl was heading to Japan as well, so there may be, finally they're gonna confront our other main character and everything, and it'll be interesting to see where this is gonna go. I'm not saying it's the most interesting anime in the world, but it definitely, at least, like, I enjoyed watching it. At least it let me enjoy it enough that I'm interested to watch the next 2 episodes, and from the 3rd episode I'll decide if I'm gonna drop it or keep reviewing it, keep watching and reviewing it. But at this moment, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was an okay episode. Not the most amazing thing in the world, not the most best thing of this season, but to be honest, from my standpoint at the moment, this season is probably my least favorite season overall this year. But I don't know. I still may be surprised. Some things may come out of super crazy, but so far for this episode, this anime at least, animation and art was okay. The soundtrack was pretty good. I did like that. The ending was also really nice. But overall, like, just the beginning part is what really got me interested to see what's going to happen in the future episodes. The lightheartedness and comedy aspect definitely made it nice and like, oh yeah, okay, oh yeah, But the thing that really pulled me in, to be honest, was the beginning part, and to see maybe if more of that kind of stuff happens in the future episodes, it'll definitely be a key factor in if I decide to continue to watch this or drop it or not. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this anime kino first impressions. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you want to comment your thoughts, how you felt about the episode, how your expectations for the next episodes are, good or bad, whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to comment below on that. It's always interesting to see what you guys are thinking as well. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.